Welcome back, kindergarten friends. Last week we read Chicka Chicka Boom Boom and we painted our alphabet, but we painted it kind of silly and not in order. Now that our black paint is dry, we're going to add some color. We're going to start that by taking some regular markers and tracing each letter with a different marker. Now the one thing you're going to want to do is, instead of using the pointy tip of the marker like this, which gives a really thin line, you're going to press on the side of your marker so that we get a really thick line with lots of color. And you're going to trace around each letter to add some color. And then we'll finish by adding some water. Okay, and then each time I'm done with a marker, I want to hear a click. All right, so let's speed up and I'll go around each letter with different colors. Okay, and why don't we skip ahead to the next step? Okay, so I've traced each of my letters with marker, adding lots of color, and now here's the really fun part. I'm just going to take water with a paintbrush and use the water to spread the color around on the paper, which will make it look like paint. So cool. And it's okay if your colors mix a little bit. So it's okay if my turquoise mixes with my blue. But if I ever don't want them to mix so much, I can just wash my brush. So after you've blended your color for a little while, you're going to want to wash that brush. All right, so why don't we skip ahead and see how mine looks when it's done. Okay, so here's mine when I'm done adding water. I'm going to bring my paper carefully to the drying rack with two hands because it's very wet, and let's get started.